Hey guys, it's Sunshine and welcome to Vidcon 2019.
Hey guys, and welcome to Melbourne, Australia, my hometown and the host of the 3rd annual Vidcon Australia. So what on earth is Vidcon? Well, it's a fantastically fun event, that's what it is. Basically, it's a conference that allows fans, creators and industry professionals to get together, hang out, meet and talk about all things YouTube. Okay, so I know this isn't my normal art stuff, but I thought you might like to come along with me. Be warned, dodgy camera work, terrible sound and wobbly disjointed stories are ahead. Okay, so I arrived, I checked in, I admired all the signage, and then the first place I found myself in was the Creator Lounge.
Okay, I found my way to the Creators Lounge. I've got myself some tea, which is important. And this is the start of the day. Let's see what happens from here.
First things first, gotta find some friends.
I'm super pumped because I finally got to meet my longtime friend David, or Nusensei, from his archery channel, and I'm very excited.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is a real life scenario. I've only seen it in video format.
Apparently so have I. I'm real.
Oh my god, you're a real thing.
I'm not a fictional character.
What?
Nusensei and I met on Reddit ages ago, and we've done 2 collaborations earlier this year. He's got the biggest archery channel in the world, is a fellow Melburnian, and had a great idea for an Archer Mouse character. If you haven't seen them, I'll link them below. Self-promotion aside, I wandered around chatting to everyone who couldn't escape, and met one of my favourite artists, the amazingly talented, super wonderful Kasey Golden.
Hey everyone. Oh my god! Hello, little Kasey! Hi! That was scary.
Poor sock Kasey.
Oh, hey, Sock Kasey, how you doing?
I'm good.
Yay! I'm so glad you brought Sock Kasey. Do you like Australia's Sock Kasey?
Oh yeah, it's delicious.
After convincing Sock Kasey not to eat Australia, we gathered a posse of artists together and set out to explore. First up, the Expo Hall, which was basically a giant grey hall full of stuff. Think aircraft hangar without aircraft and more blow-up carnival rides. I really wanted to go on these, but it all had tiny people on them, and I feel like I would have squashed some of them, which wouldn't have been a good look. Kasey, I found your little Ant-Man. After hanging out with these wonderful art folk for a little while, we decided to go over and check out the Try Guys. I'm not exactly sure what the Try Guys are. I assume they try things, but we went anyway. Everyone looked really enthused, so we thought we'd stay and see if they would try some stuff. After getting back to the Creator Lounge, I was immediately attracted to a Wheel of Fortune, for obvious reasons.
Right, so I am in the Changer Creative Lounge and I have spun their fancy wheel and I have to talk about my top 3 favourite creators, which is super easy for me to do because I like so many creators. First one is obviously Kasey Golden, which I actually met today, which is so exciting. I'm hanging out with her husband, he's so nice. Second one is definitely Jazza, for obvious reasons. And the third one, I would have to say Nailogical at the moment. She's hilarious and fabulous, but I could keep going. I've got so many. Georgia Productions, Isaac Butterfield, so many. And that, I believe, is that. That's all I have to say.
Speaking of Jazza, I found myself in a creative session with him talking about creating content using nothing but your phone. He tends to do this better than I do, but it was pretty much exactly how I imagined him to be. There was lots of hand waving.
Oh hey Sock Kasey, what you doing? You got any snacks?
No, I'm really hungry.
No snacks?
I don't have any snacks.
Aww.
I feel like we should do that.
In my quest for snacks, I accidentally, possibly on purpose, found my way into the Instagram Lounge.
I've snuck into the Creator Lounge and there's a giant heart behind me. Wow. This is trippy. This is the Instagram Lounge. I'm technically not supposed to be in here.
Mirror balls, flashy hashtag walls, neon lights, name brand creators, and all the selfie posing locations you could poke a stick at. Plus, a dessert bar full of donuts and ice cream and things. I wasn't technically supposed to be in here, and by technically, I mean not at all, so I sneakily filmed some shots. I then thought I'd better sample some food, just for you of course, but I may have accidentally squirted ice cream all over myself and made a hasty retreat. Fresh on an ice cream coated donut high, I continued along my exploring and ended up in the creators' cocktail party.
Hey everyone, I'm staying with Hank. You know, he has an amazing cooking channel. So what are we cooking today, Hank?
I mean, I've had a lot of different small balls of food. It seems to be what's walking around the party.
Okay,
food
so,
balls.
Hank makes food
We're making
balls.
food balls
Good.
here on Hank's food
And what was
balls.
your name?
Dylan. I was going to be like,
Dylan.
good morning, Vietnam. I don't know if you get that reference.
And it all pretty much went downhill from here.
That's the end of day 1, and bring on day 2.
Day 2 started with a bang, literally. I set up my camera to do a time lapse and then whack! Some random child knocked my camera over and it broke. Lens, body and everything. His mum yelled at me for some reason, go figure. Thankfully, I did manage to borrow another friend's camera, which you're watching right now, but I must admit it started the day pretty badly and I didn't shoot as much footage as I really wanted to today. But the day did get infinitely better after I met a librarian and some teachers. I headed into the Education on YouTube networking session with them and it was absolutely brilliant. I met some wonderful folks. After farewelling these fabulous education folks, I headed over to Kasey Golden's Art to Art networking session. We drew all manner of fun prompts and Kasey had some really amazing creator questions for all us artists. This second day was just a big ball of lovely humans chatting, which was just fantastic, and I met some wonderful people. Finally, the day was coming to a close and I made my way over to the closing ceremony, but was waylaid when I got to meet Georgia Productions. She is just awesome and not to mention a total babe. The closing ceremony, what can I say? It was honestly a bit of a schmozzle as they lost power halfway through. Well done to those performers that soldiered on. And that, as they say, was that.
So I borrowed a Ronin for a fancy end shot to Vidcon 2019 because this is the end. I know this video was a little bit different to most of my content. I know it's not art related, but I hope you like it anyway. I had a great time and hopefully I'll see you next year. Bye!